Okay.
Hashtag Vape Life.
Okay. So this is the Tales of Close Combat blog, which is really, really awesome.
Yeah.
And make sure that you like and subscribe, because if you don't, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
This is a stupid thing I posted. I said, hey everyone, long time no see. How do you say that?
Les enfants terribles.
How do you say it properly?
Les enfants terribles.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
you remember how Liquid used to say it?
No, I know.
Les enfants terribles.
Yeah, but the only problem is if you make your YouTube video that name, no one's gonna fucking remember it.
Oh, come on, Anthony. Let's try. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Les Enfants Terribles.
Exactly. As a gaming YouTube channel my brother has started. Hopefully me and my brother will work on some cool gaming videos.
Hell yeah.
Now, if you know who this is like an artist drawing of Liquid and Snake. The person who made this drawing, thanks.
Thank you.
Stole your photo without asking. Are you allowed to do that? Of course, I will post anything and close combat related. I haven't updated this site in a while, and there is a lot to talk about regarding the new close combat. Here is a picture, and I'm not actually going to talk about the new close combat because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered writing. Anyway, here's more shit I haven't updated. I haven't talked about the tactical art of combat made by Sulla on the CSO forums, which I was a prolific and loved poster. God, Pornhub now.
Just a quickie.
Yeah, just automatically comes out. Oh, what? Sorry, man. Douglas, do you remember our Stalingrad game there?
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's not showing up.
Yeah,
nah, it's here.
I was gonna crop out your face.
Honestly, if we kept playing, bro, it would have gotten so like hardcore, like fighting over like the rubble of the town center. And I also really want to play the Battle of Berlin, so I'll either play it with you or my mate in Australia who's too busy to play close combat.
Nach
Stalingrad, 13 kilometers. Yeah, and here are the game stats. And look at this is what the straight map looks like. Oh, this was just the initial battle, and I kind of explained it in a real lazy way. And I think you did alright. And here's a cool photo of a German soldier. Yeah. And yeah, this is us fighting over like a town.
Don't remember the airfield.
I'll show you the photos once. Will Doug recover, learn, or capitalize from the defeat? I think Stalin wants a proper defense of the red barricade still.
No.
We can't reading to see what happens.
We can't learn from it because Stalin has erased this battle from history. Yeah. All records of the battle have been destroyed.
Now this is the one where I gave you the shit. At the start of the battle, I tried to take his level 2 building, but my German troops were quickly wiped out.
Hell yeah.
I thought this would serve as an example to Doug that defending would be a better strategy, but after that, he launched his suicidal attack.
Suicidal attack! Suicide! Elliot Raj.
From there on, okay, I've got bad spelling, sorry about my terrible spelling. From then on, he just continued to attack. His stupidity annoyed me. Why would he attack? I'm the supreme gentleman.
It's an injustice.
The battle quickly ended because the Soviet morale got too low.
Anthony,
feel free to make.
The Soviets are good at one thing. It's low morale.
Feel free to make fun of him and tell him how much he sucks. Because I think what you did, Doug, is you just launched wave after wave here, and simply because of that, you lost because of morale. As a result, he lost many troops while I lost very few. I gained the valuable apartments to the north. We'll just look at that. And more importantly, the prized administration building in the center. I assume it's that.
Okay.
So you lost this. This was probably a 2 or 3 story building.
Okay.
In his defense, you could argue that by wasting all his troops, he ended the battle quicker and potentially saving the map from further German advance.
See.
Well, at least I'm being reasonable. But I found it hard to swallow. My position was so bad, it felt impossible for the Germans to make a safe advance, and now I'm in a far better position. On the other hand, I still had armor, and that may have made a difference. I tend to keep my armor hidden until I'm launching an attack. Now, during the next battle, Doug has the chance to hide anti-tank between the buildings. So, Doug, you need to help me write this shit because I'm a bad writer. Will Doug recover, learn, or capitalize from his defeat?
If only your writing was as good as your commanding.
Yeah. Keep reading to see what happens. Next battle, he does a bit better.
Hell yeah.
And you actually do. Do you remember this?
I remember the glorious Hill 107.
All your troops were in the school here, and you had a really good anti-tank gun here. Doug did very well. I used classic squad-based movements, cover, fire, and smoke to move into the town. When I say town, I assume... Oh no, this is the town. But it was not without losses. A huge deciding factor was Doug's anti-tank teams at the top left of the map. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I mean anti-tank, I mean an anti-tank gun.
Yeah.
See, maps like this are kind of like what Flames of War would be like. And see, like I barely made any advancement. I just took these two, and you just held me off. Like you had really good. Your troops were just holding me off in that. Yeah. And the next battle, see this?
Yeah.
Infantry and tanks versus a full tank battalion. These are your Russian forces, like real shit. What are these? Is that T-70?
Oh no, it's T-70.
T-70 is really outdated. Oh no, I don't have a T-70, but I do have, what is this?
Piece of crap.
B-50?
B-50.
Yeah.
It's the B-50.
Flames of War. I haven't painted it yet. Yeah. But over here you have TB-34 OBR 42. And then all I have is just fucking elite infantry.
Yeah.
Fucking really good troops. Stug. Go Stug yourself. Again, I'll treat you good veteran troops. Well needed if I'm going to be attacking. Let's just hope I don't spend them all by the time I get to Stalingrad city centre. See, if we actually played the long game, you'd actually start to think about stuff like that. You know, like, you know, I don't want to waste all my good stuff until I get into the, like, you know, city centre.
Yeah.
Not that tanks would be very useful in the city centre, you know.
Yeah.
But it'd be useful if you had them. Deployment was interesting. In the picture above, I hide the anti-tank gun in the trees. So, you know, just fucking hiding shit and, you know, and it was a cool battle. And here I am trying to push forward. I don't remember what my strategy was.
You're like, way.
Yeah, I have to like push through here, and then
you got to navigate through rugged terrains, and your Germans are going to be like, "We cannot do this."
See, I had to hide behind this like Great Wall of China thing.
Yeah, that's what you Germans always do. You always hide.
Hide behind walls, like the Berlin Wall. Why'd you build that?
built it so that you could hide.
Yeah, scaredy cats. And I managed to push the Stug through. And I pushed south.
That's a complete misunderstanding of the whole Berlin Wall, the Cold War thing.
Yeah. Trust me, if we're not dumbasses, we understand the Cold War and the Berlin Wall, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, and to north, see all these guys just running here?
Yeah.
And he must have gotten past. I don't know what's going on, but no. My troops were rushing towards them, and they were never Stalin. I had a tank there, but they never managed to hit it.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh, I said Adolf Windler.
Adolf Windler.
Nice ambush.
What was my name?
Oh, from what I remember, you full on ambushed this tank and you took it out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Nice ambush by the Soviets. My tank is trying desperately to kill the Russian soldiers in the trench. My...
Shit.
Units thought it was safe to move into the woods, but fell into the ambush.
What a fucking idiot, Antony.
Above you can see the... So this is the way it ended, and yeah, I got the intro ones. But...
Well, yeah, managed to make progress.
Oh, and here's the last one. We'll just check it out.
Oh, Sarita Woods. Uh-huh.
Soviets be planning.
They see me planning. They waited.
Germans be bowling. So what's this? This is it seems like a tank team versus an infantry team.
Oh yeah.
Hard out fighting.
Look at those dead people.
You have a T-34 while I seem to have heaps of infantry. Oh, but I've got panzers. all panzers over here.
More like pansies.
And that's cool because it shows one of your things shot out.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, okay, so that's it. Oh, imagine doing an invasion of Panama game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The invasion of Panama, in my opinion, is one of the most important, like in a funny sort of way, is one of the most important, attacks in American history. Because I won't go into it, but it really kind of set a precedent in American foreign
before
relations.
Before like Iraq War. Before the Afghanistan, the Iraq War.
What was it, 6 days or something after the fall of Berlin Wall? It was like right after the fall of Berlin.
Yeah, they're like, okay, communism is over, folks, now we got to find something new to attack. I know, Panama.
Yeah. Okay, guys, this is the Tales of Close Combat blog I've got here. You probably all know about it. I've already introduced this. So, I've obviously been frequenting on the Close Combat series forum. And there's a guy who used to post, and his name is it's called the Emperor Knight on Close Combat, but here he just Tig. And I remember when he would only post Close Combat battles, like after action reports. And then he started, and I think he's technically an historian. He studied history at school, university or what have you. I don't know. I don't know. But after doing mainly gaming, he did Hearts of Iron after action report.
Yeah.
He did Close Combat after action report, and he did a few other games that I'm not interested in. But I'm really impressed with him because he used to post on the Close Combat forums, and then and I'll just mention he made his own Close Combat forum called Close Combat Fanatics. Let's just see if it will turn up on Google. And the sole reason he invented this is because I can't find it.
Oh shit. Maybe if you go into the YouTube video at the top, it'll have a link.
Well, I can't. I guess I can't put it. I'll just see. The sole reason he invented this forum is because he was scared that Mooks, the guy.
Hey guys, Tonight here. I've got some good news for you. Over the last.
Thanks. The only reason he invented the
it's on the closecombatfanatics.com.
Yeah, well then give me the link. It's not actually a link, it's just a fucking URL.
Copy and paste.
Okay.
Copy that shit.
Alright, let me just say it properly. The only reason he invented Close Combat Fanatics is because he was scared that Mooks would close the Close Combat series forums because he'd been thinking about it.
Yeah.
So he invented this to as a place for Close Combat fans to fall back on.
Yeah.
So does your internet work?
No.
No, the internet's not working. What the fuck? Yeah. Is it just really slow?
Oh, it might be the website. Oh no, it's
closed. Okay.
Oh shit.
Alright, Emperor Knight, if you're watching this, your website's down and I'm complaining. Yeah. You've just made me look like an idiot.
This fucking guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, anyway, this guy, so he was talking, he was making after action reports, and then one day he started making videos about, history, and he kind of like challenging common assumptions about World War II history, and it's really good. The myth of reality of Joseph Stalin's order number 227, is it? Yeah, 227. And just all sorts of stuff, and I just want to take this moment to say, like, I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy that he he's kind of like he's made it. Because I saw him as a guy who was uploading after action reports with only like 200 or 300 views, and I'd try and comment and watch and stuff, and now he's like just blowing up, So I'm just like so happy for him for doing, for making this amazing channel,
and that he's able to go beyond just the one thing. He can do more than just after action reports. He can branch out into other areas.
Yeah.
like history.
Yeah, and I think it's all World War II. But you know, that's good because you know I'm a World War II now.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing subject, you know. And he just covers so much, you know. Like the main reason why Germany lost is oil, and that's a really interesting video, you know. But he just did a recent one saying it's not acceptable to deny history, and we won't go over it. But basically, conspiracy theorists,
Yeah.
people on the far left, and especially, sorry to be biased here, but especially the far right, they believe so many conspiracy theories, and you know, history can be open for interpretation and can like have bias, like because his whole video is about people and they're biased, you know.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that deny the Holocaust and
World War II was fought over the Illuminati.
Yeah,
or the Illuminati for the rest of the entire world.
Yeah, I fucking hate conspiracy theories. And just World War II, you know, there's heaps of. I mean, we won't go out with the crazy people who believe the whole world is fake, but you know, just there's you know pro-Soviet bias. There's anti-Italian bias. There's you know, pro-Wehrmacht bias. Yeah, it just goes on and on. But anyway, so I think the fact that he made this video saying it's not acceptable to deny history, that, you know, that's really good that he did that.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of him for that.
One thing that I hear a lot these days from a lot of people who are open to conspiracy theories, and for example, I was working with this girl back when I was in China. I was working with this girl who believed in a lot of conspiracy theories.
Was she that dumb American one?
No. It was this Ukrainian girl.
Oh,
and
for fuck's sake.
and she had this philosophy of, I haven't seen it for myself, therefore I can't believe that something is true. If you haven't seen something for yourself.
Can you give a particular example of what she didn't believe that she hadn't seen?
Like for example,
Moon landing.
Like for example, the idea that that humans evolved from primates.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, so there's this idea,
and that's a ridiculous standard that you have to see everything. I mean, if that was the case, then we can't say that.
You might as well burn all science. You might as well kiss goodbye to all science.
All saying I've never seen a sunbeam fall, and therefore we don't know how it was made. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I think the problem is that when the way people approach science and history is you don't.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say? Was it human evolution?
Yeah, human evolution.
Okay, so she's probably just a religious nut.
Yeah, possibly.
And that's when bias comes into it, and bias plays a huge role.
Yeah. But I think people who are skeptical about history and about science, they tend to have this all or nothing attitude, which is either I believe in everything that science is, or I don't believe in any of it because I haven't seen it.
But what you will find is what they believe, they don't hold the same standards to.
Yes.
You know, so you know, you say, oh, well, I don't believe anything until I see it, but they'll believe some sort of ridiculous idea, and then you'll go, wait a minute, so wait, that same standard, you're not fucking meeting that standard.
Exactly. Like if she said the world is flat, okay, I'm like, what do you believe the world is flat? She's like, yeah, I've never seen the world. I've never seen planets. How do I know that it's round? I'm like, well, how do you know it's flat?
Yeah. It's depressing. All I can say is that I find it really depressing. It's conspiracy theorists. I've been against it for a very long time, and it's extremely destructive. Close combat. And I also highly recommend his review of what's it called? Close combat. What is it? Modern Tactics or some shit? The modern one, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's watch this.
There will be a competition at the end of this video where I'll be giving out 3 redemption codes for close combat games.
It's probably too late. Otherwise, give it to me. If you want something, give it to me.
Give it to me. I want it.
That was only last minute thing. I've actually been meaning to make this video for about 3 months now, so I'm glad I put it off until now. Because a lot of people have been asking me for years now
Fuck off,
years asking when are they going to put the original Close Combat games online?
Like, which version is that?
Close Combat 3 Russian Fight.
Oh, is that like new Sniper
the
Fix?
original Close Combat games? Well, now, finally, they have put them online after the old games.
You can mod them anyway.
Yeah.
Why did they do this years ago? The ones that they have on the Close Combat 2, 3, 4, 5, Modern Tactics, Cross of Iron, Panthers in the Fog, and Gateway to Car. I have about
But there's
800
passive
videos of me playing Close Combat on the channel. I have played every single one of the games that I've just listed, and more, including the illegal one. And it is my favourite game series of all
Berlin.
time.
This is a great mod, if that's what I think it is.
1998. In fact, my very first video on this channel, back in 2012, was Close Combat 2, A Bridge Too Far, which is still my favourite game of all time, and was the game that got me into history. In fact, it is this game that has influenced me to create in-depth documentaries on World War II, because it is
It's the best war game ever.
combat that few games come close to matching. So,
Remember
Better than Medal of Honor?
do you remember that we first played a game of Close Combat 2 A Bridge Too Far? I was the Germans, you were the British or Americans, and like I pushed you to that town at the bottom. I think it was just the demo map. And then we ended up fighting, and you ended up like running across the road, and I like gun you guys out. And I remember the first thing after I the battle finished. The first thing I asked you, I said like, so what do you think? And you said, well, it's pretty much just like real life. Like
Yeah.
Close Combat is like the most realistic war game ever made, and they keep trying. Armor's pretty good, but like nothing comes close to Close Combat. If you want to know what it's like to hold a rifle in World War II and actually fight, the closest you're going to get is Close Combat. Nothing is better than Close Combat. Anyway, let's keep watching this.
yeah, I'm biased, but
I'm not
I love this game. The game is just fantastic in my opinion. I'm showing you footage here, but honestly, unless you're playing the game, you're probably not going to understand
That's right.
just how engaged.
The video doesn't do it justice,
Yeah, like all those times I see you playing Close Combat, and I'm like, why the fuck is Antony so obsessed with this game? What's the big deal about it? I can't really see from the outset. When you look at it, when you see somebody playing it, you don't really think, you can't really understand what everything that's going on. But it's not until you play it that you understand the depth and the complexity of it, and then
the realism,
Yeah, and you become immersed in it.
Yeah, I mean, your soldiers, that if they go under fire and they're green, they'll like literally fall on the ground and start crying.
Yeah.
Like, they'll actually have a mental breakdown on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Their guns get jammed.
Yeah.
And they have to repair their guns. If they watch their own men die in front of them, then they're not going to want to continue on in the battle.
Yeah.
So it just the psychological model. We should talk about it more depth in the future. But do you have one of those books? Those books where you roll the dice?
Oh yeah.
Where?
Might be somewhere there.
Oh, go grab it. Is there one there?
Oh, I have no idea where it is.
You have no idea.
No.
Are you sure?
Well,
Okay, like what? One of the people who invented the game, Doug, was a member of the Roleplay Fantasy.
oh yeah.
Yeah, like the book.
Games Workshop.
No. Those books that we used to read.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Fighting Fantasy. Yeah.
And one of the members is one of the guys who invented Close Combat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
and
pretty sure Fighting Fantasy comes from Games Workshop, so it's all connected.
you might be right.
Yeah.
Make a comment or like or dislike if that is not the case. People who invented the game, they even got like experts on military psychology,
Yeah.
and they consulted with them when making the game.
Just in this. Yeah, the graphics are dated, but don't let that put you off. The gameplay is worth it in my opinion. Also, Matrix and Sugarline, the new owners of the game,
See, I don't really consider the graphics to be dated because really they have quite simple graphics, and by keeping it simple, they're able to focus more on the gameplay a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we're not. Skyrim 10 years from now is going, or some people say already, which is why they've had to release 1,000 HD editions and whatnot. But Skyrim already, if you take vanilla Skyrim, it already looks really dated.
Yeah.
We look at Skyrim today and we think, how the hell did we ever think that looks good?
Yeah.
Because it's setting up such a high standard of what graphics have to look like.
Yeah.
So it ages quickly. But I think Close Combat, it always looks acceptable to me.
Well, the graphics are great, and in fact, with the Bloody First, I'm scared. I'm scared that the graphics aren't going to be as good. I made a really good post once about how 2D graphics are sometimes superior to 3D graphics.
Oh, absolutely.
And I posted a picture of the game American Army, and of a snowy map, and then I posted a picture of Commandos, the game Commandos.
Yeah.
And the maps are beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, like incredibly beautiful.
They know that the graphics, and I can't wait for that one. So now
Just
it's
do
time
2D.
for competition. I have 3 redemption codes with the classic Close Combat games, which I believe.
Yeah, why do you think people are still playing Age of Empires 4? Because the graphics are like timeless.
And Close Combat 4, the Battle of the Bulge. I think it does. It's at least 1 or 2 of them. All 3. The others won't be in this collection, so if you fancy one of the other Close Combat games, in the meantime, feel free to pick them up. Okay, what we're going to do here is quite simple really. You have 24 hours from the moment this video goes up to comment in the comment section below and tell me how many books I have on these shelves and on the Kindle. Yes, I want there to be a random factor in it. That's also why I'm not showing you the bottom shelves or all the shelves, don't worry. There are 5 shelves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I want this to be a bit of a random guess. I will give you a bit of a clue though. The total number is no more than 1,000 books, which is good since my last video.
So the thing they say, good writers
I do have more history
read
books
a
than
lot.
what's shown here.
That's what Stephen King said. And apparently, like, some people like Stephen King and some people don't. But even the ones who don't like him, and I love Stephen King, but even the people who don't like him said that his book about how to become a good writer is one of the best books ever.
I really want to read that.
Yeah, this video we've just made, we'll probably edit it down and then we'll put it onto my Tale of Close Combat website, and you know, hopefully me and Doug or me and a few other people are going to play some Close Combat multiplayer, including Total War, which is also a very realistic war simulation game. And yeah, check it out. And yeah,
And
peace out.
don't forget to subscribe.
Nah, don't subscribe. It's not worth it. Just don't do it.
Yeah, you're already subscribed to so many things.
Just pay attention to Tales of Close Combat. Forget this channel. It's not worth it. You know.
Fuck Close Combat.
Yeah.
Fuck
Okay.
Tales
See you
of Close
guys.
Combat.
Yeah. Nah, fuck you.
That was pretty good. Yeah, see, just like that, it doesn't take a lot of effort.